All right, I'm very pleased to be joined with Aaron Goodvin today. Aaron, first off, thanks a lot for chatting with me.
Thank you so much for giving me a call. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too. It's good. It's been a while. It's been about a year or so. I guess how have you been handling COVID personally?
After the initial kind of shock of it was really shocking to us. You know, when you have musicians that make their living on the road and out there playing music, that's what I do best. And so that was very threatened right off the bat. So it was really hard to get used to the idea of not being able to leave the house or leave or go anywhere. And shows started to get canceled, and it was really hard to deal with at first.
And of course, you've mentioned your tour being canceled. How much of a blow was that to you personally?
It's so hard. We had a bunch of shows lined up in the southeast part of the U.S. We had 12 different shows, and we haven't toured the U.S. as much as we would like to, and we had the opportunity to do that. So kind of came at a really bad time for us. But that being said, it's what do you do? You can't really do anything about it. It's really important that we all stay home and stay healthy. So.
Absolutely. And like many artists, they've been doing some Instagram concerts as well. Have you been doing anything or plan to do any kind of things like that for your fans?
Yeah, tons. We have so many more coming up. We started doing takeovers for a few radio stations, and started. We're now talking about finding ways to do concerts online and do ways to connect with fans. And I guess the only positive of this is we know that everybody's sitting at home and probably bored out of their minds. So it's really important for guys like me to get live, and just go talk to the fans where they're sitting at home. It's so hard not being out there, and this is really the only thing that we can do. It's the second best thing that we can do until this whole thing kind of passes and all over. So.
Absolutely, and we did talk a little bit off camera. You elected to stay in Nashville. I know some other artists have chose to come home. What was the decision behind to stay there, and also just what's been the general mood down there?
Well, I feel like the U.S. might have it a little bit worse than Canada. I think maybe Canada probably got ahead of it a little bit more. I am so ingrained in being here close to Nashville. I've been here almost 10 years. And my wife is from here, and so I had to kind of take everything into consideration. My wife's mom, my mother-in-law, is a nurse, and my parents were like, my dad was actually down here working on my house, doing some renovations. That's why I have a giant mess behind me. But working on the house so he elected to go back as soon as he found out, and mom was kind of home alone. So he headed back. I stayed here. Like I said, I've been so ingrained in this community, and I feel like this is like where I'm from, and this is where I live. And so I thought it was really important that I just stay put where I'm at with my wife. And I have my mother-in-law, and I do have some family here. So so no matter what happens, I think I would be okay. So that was my decision behind that. So.
Absolutely. And lastly, just before we wrap things up here, you have this new Fan the Jam platform that I found really interesting. Do you just want to touch a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's so amazing. It's in this specific time. I bugged my manager about this, about having an exclusive content website for artists, specifically for me, so that I could reach my fans in a way, no matter what. And so what's really exciting is this is all online. So it's kind of it's like a hand sanitizer company. It thrives in times like these. So what it is it's a small membership. It allows fans to get on, hear a new song every month. We do live free concerts for them, like on a monthly basis now that COVID has happened. And so it's just a really great way for me to engage with the fans that consider themselves to be super fans and of what I do.
So Aaron, where can people go to get more information, or if they want to subscribe to the website?
You just go to fanthejam.com, fanthejam.com, and you use / Aaron Goodvin, my name. And then there's a place there to put in a code. You just put in the code ONEFREE, ONEFREE, and it'll get you in to all that awesome content and give you something to do in these crazy at-home times. So,
Well, Aaron, thanks a lot for joining us as always. It's always great to talk to you and really appreciate your time.
always great to see you, Connor.